So Dr. Aaron Mostoaledi just spoke on his reaction to the poor conditions that are being complained about in the hospitals. And once again, it's just like every other person that has been in that position before him. They come up with a handful of excuses to give to why the public hospitals are doing the shit they're doing. And I would have given you those excuses on the screen, but the excuses were just so long, they would even exceed the 16:9 aspect ratio. And before we get deeper into that, subscribe if you think child predators should be hung balls first or receive the death penalty. All right. Let's begin. So if you don't know who Dr. Aaron Mostoaledi is, he is the Minister of Public Health and Safety, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Public Health and Safety or is it water and sanitation? No, it should be Public Health and Safety. But nonetheless, he's one of the ministers that you generally know in South Africa. They come around and then they give a bunch of excuses to why things are the way they are, right? I told you in my previous video, which I dearly recommend you watch because you'll just get confused as heck in this one. So just watch that one and then come to this one, then you're on game. But if you've watched that one and you're watching this one now, let me put you on more game, right? I gave you the stats on everything involving public hospitals on the last video. And one of the things I mentioned was that they invest a certain amount of money every year into the public healthcare system. And this year, in the 2023-2024 financial year, they invested 13% of the country's national budget. And if you want to know how much that is, watch the previous video and see how much it was, you lazy ass person, and then come back to this one and subscribe if you think child predators should receive the death penalty. So once again, you have another minister coming and giving a bunch of explanations to why he didn't do what he did. So here's the cycle, right? I want to give you the cycle of your regular South African politician. They'll give you a promise. They know they won't deliver, and then when they don't deliver it, they're gonna come and give you an excuse to why they didn't deliver, and to make you happier about that excuse, they'll put a promise on top of that excuse, one they also know they won't deliver. And then when you realize that they will come up with another excuse, they add another promise, and the cycle goes again and again and again. Now with me explaining, you'll think it sounds stupid, but this tactic actually works. Why does it work? Because there's people like us who actually believe each and every piece of shit that comes out of their mouths. It works all the time. And if it works all the time, why would you stop? If you were getting good grades at school because of a certain study technique you implemented, like the Feynman technique, or you name it, or the Pomodoro, why would you stop now? If their ideologies and ideas keep working on us, and their philosophies and control mindsets keep working on us, and their fear factors keep working on us, why would they stop now? Tell me why. Comment down in the comment section below why they would actually stop brainwashing us with all these lies. So basically the cycle is lie, excuse, and lie again. I'll give you another example. Cyril promised to build 1 million homes in Alexandra, knowing that, knowing that firstly, there is no space in Alexandra, no space to do such a thing. But not only did he know that, he knew he wasn't going to do it at all. He didn't build any homes, maybe 1 or 2 or something. And in the GNU summit, he explained why. Because the GNU summit is when all the different parties part of the GNU come together, and then they ask the president questions and ask him on updates regarding certain situations on the country's problems, right? And one of them asked him why the 1 million homes hasn't been built in Alexandria yet. And he says there's no space, as if he didn't know that. And then a second reason is like, well, when I said I was going to build 1 million homes in Alexandria, I didn't really mean Alexandria alone. I meant different places. Right. So if you meant different places, why give the false hope? It's like what I was saying in the previous video. This is why you should watch my other videos, so that you can be put on game in this one. But anyway, tell me what you think. Subscribe if you actually believe subscribe if you actually think these people keep lying to you. And subscribe if you think they should actually be a solution to all this. We are family over here. Subscribe. We are the most raw and filtered channel you can ever come to. Subscribe to Dre's, and we'll talk. Goodbye.